of course, my heater turned back on, which is good because it keeps it warm. But sorry again for the background noise. Anyway, this is the Coleman stove and fuel carrier. There's going to be some handles on the side at some point. We're just unsure what we're going to use. It's unfinished right now. I just finished sanding it. And yeah, let's take a look. So you wanted some edges up on the top, so when you put the stove up on top, it has no chance of falling off the back and the sides. And then we're trying to do as few mechanical parts as possible, so there's no hinges. We might put some sort of lock on the end. Unsure yet, but we'll see. Anyway, put in a sliding door. I can just get sit off to the side. That's the stove here. And also, we went with this depth. So when you've got your fuel cell in, your fuel cell is floating over top of the edge of the pin. And then down here, there's actually enough room to put two of them, but is the jug of fuel. So that's going to be very good. And it's deep, it's 16 inches in depth, so you can actually fit two of those in. I also included these little shelves here. These are all removable. He wasn't quite sure what he's going to put in there yet, but you can take them all out and just pack it full of whatever, a tablecloth and some utensils and plates, and or just divide it up into 2 sections, 3 sections, or 4 sections. So that'd be great for having your dishes down here and a pot and pan here. Either way, he's got a couple extra shelves depending on which way he wants to go. Slide those in, and then just like that. Now you got your stove. Everything's nice and secure. He's probably gonna, or me or he. We might be finishing it with like Thompson water seal, or adding a stain, or just a clear coat, Varathane exterior clear coat. Not quite sure yet. I want to run it by him before I do any final finishing or anything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna draw this up in SketchUp, and maybe put these for sale as well. I don't know. They take quite a few hours to make, but if I batch them out, I could probably make. It'd still take a day per unit to build. Between cutting or picking up material, cutting, gluing, and all that stuff. Definitely speed up the process if I batched them out at 4, 5, or 6 at a time. So I just have to cut one, or set my saw and cut that panel. But the amount of time it takes for setup and glue up and all that, it still probably work out to be 1 per day. So yeah, and plus finishing and such. I'll start away. I'll set this one aside and grab the lantern box. So here's our lantern box. This one I did box joints all the way around. I did the 1/4x1/4 joint on the bottom, and I also utilized the 1/4x1/4 joint on the top for the lid. Yeah, it's it's not perfect. I definitely would have liked to. There's a few things I would have changed or made better or done better, but it's very functional, and I really like it still. I'll bring you in for a view of the joints and stuff afterwards. But what I did is a 1/4x1/4. It's 1/4x1/4 cut or a groove, and it makes this. I'm able to make a sliding lid, but the lid pops out. Eventually, we're gonna have a handle on top. Haven't decided on what handle. Then there's a little catch box inside. I was actually hoping to have made it about 3 inches deep. Ended up with 2 inches deep, and yeah, a little bit of a miscalculation because I forgot to add calculation for foam, and I lost an inch for the foam. So yeah, this is the first prototype of this. So yeah, we got 2 layers. Layer 1/2 inch that's probably end up gluing to the bottom of this box, but for now we're just setting it in there. There's the Coleman lantern. And then in the bottom of the box is also more blue foam, just to keep it from rattling around at all. Here, actually, let me grab you and give you a show. Okay, so in the bottom of the box is some foam. It's 1/2 inch. It's actually an old camping sleep mat, so I got that. I had some pieces of that kicking around. Got this 1/4 inch groove all the way around the perimeter where the lid slides in. Like I was saying, I've got the box joints all the way around. Did have to do a little bit of filling because of chip out and stuff like that, but it turned out pretty good. And then on the bottom, can't really see it. You can see that a little bit over sanding in spots, but it's also everything I used on these projects is reused wood, so from other projects that I've taken apart. So we got the lantern. Kind of hard doing it with one hand there, but yep. And then our piece of foam, a little catch-all box, and I gotta get creative here. Just like that, it's closed. These little corners, there wasn't really much I could do about them. I'd have to center, next time I'll just center my box joint a little bit better, and then I won't end up with, like if I would have taken that 1/4 off and just left the top of that little box to the surface, I wouldn't have been left with little hole. This would be flat to the top of the box. Just need to do a little bit better planning on that. I could have had that down here instead. But yeah, it still works. It's functional. It functions. And yeah. So this again is probably just going to get a clear coat, maybe a stain. I don't know what he wants yet. So, but yeah, Jason, your boxes are ready. I got that one over there. Oh. And I hope you like them.